Hello and welcome to Gunners Daily YouTube channel, where I'm covering all the latest Arsenal news and everything that is happening around the club. As we all know, Arsenal squad is currently in Dubai. They went on a little winter break, but rumors are still flying high. Who are we going to sign? Who are we going to sell? So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. As always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Okay, let's get into it. Arsenal are closely monitoring Bologna forward Joshua Zirkzee, but we have to pay a big fee to secure the signing of the Dutchman. Arsenal are keeping tabs on Bologna striker Joshua Zirkzee, according to the Telegraph. But any move is expected to be too complicated to complete this month due to his importance to the Serie A side and his cost. Bologna would want a fee in the region of £50 million, but it has been revealed that Zirkzee has a release clause included in his current contract. However, Bologna sporting director Marco Di Vaio has confirmed that the release clause is only valid for Bayern Munich. It's unclear how much Zirkzee would really cost if Arsenal or any other club would be interested in signing him, but it's understood that Bologna would ask for a big fee if they are to let their star striker leave in January. Finally, a player that I know something about, and I can actually tell you how good is Joshua Zirkzee. As someone who watches quite a few Serie A games, and I watched Bologna on a couple occasions this season, I can tell you right now, this guy is a gem. Absolutely brilliant player. Excellent ball control, composure, work rate. Knows how to create space for himself to take a shot. He's dangerous whenever he gets the ball in the box. He's just one of those players that you will watch for the first time and you will automatically say, oh yeah, this guy is going to be a top player. 22 years old, has scored 8 goals and has 4 assists in 22 appearances so far this season. A completely different profile of a striker compared to what we currently have with Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus. He's still very young, so he would be perfect for the project. So all in all, from what I've seen from him, really exciting player. He's just a joy to watch. But now, let's get back to reality. Yesterday, we were talking about Arsenal's interest in Borja Mayoral. By the way, I'll leave a link in the comments, so go watch that video if you haven't already. Anyway, yesterday we talked about how Borja Mayoral could be a perfect solution for us this January. Not the most exciting striker ever, I agree, but Arsenal reportedly offered Getafe £22 million for him. And that's a realistic transfer for us. For the last month or so, we've been talking about our problems with financial fair play and how it would be basically impossible for us to sign any big name player this January, unless we generate some serious funds from player sales, and I don't think that would happen. Eddie Nketiah is your best pick for a player who could be sold. Arsenal reportedly wants £30 million for him, but other than him, you don't have any other players that you could sell this month to generate some funds. You are obviously not going to sell your heavy hitters, your Sakas, Martinelli, Sodegaards, etc. So, as good as this sounds, I don't think Arsenal will make any big transfers this month. And that's exactly what I talked about in yesterday's video. How Borja Mayoral is the perfect player for us right now. And then, when summer comes, we can talk about some bigger names. That's just my guess, that's just my opinion, and I think Edu and Arteta are probably thinking the same way. And then, when the summer comes, even if you don't manage to sign Ivan Toney, Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, you still have players like Joshua Zirkzee. And it would be a lot easier to do any type of business in the summer. Bologna is currently 5th in the Serie A, just 1 point behind the Champions League place. I mean, it would be a shock if they'd manage to grab a top 4 spot by the end of the season. But hey, Europa League or Conference League would also be brilliant for them. They haven't played in Europe since 2002, so you can imagine the hype that is surrounding them right now. And to expect that they would sell their key player mid-season, I don't believe that. I don't think it'll happen. Their manager, Thiago Motta, is doing wonders with them. You remember him? Legendary player. He played for Barcelona, Inter Milan, Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico Madrid, I think. Great player. He's been doing a brilliant work so far this season with that team, so yeah. All in all, Joshua Zirkzee fits our profile perfectly. What we want from a striker. But I think that a deal of this magnitude will not happen during the winter. Everton will demand £60 million if they are to sell Amadou Onana this month, according to iNews. The report says that Everton are open to selling the midfielder but want a big bid to make it happen in January. Arsenal though need to sell before they can buy, so it remains to be seen if such a price tag is reachable. Belgian journalist Sacha Tavolieri claimed earlier this week that intensive talks are currently ongoing between Everton and Arsenal over a deal for Amadou Onana, and he added that his priority is to stay in the Premier League and he is keen on the move to North London. So, £60 million. Well, if true, still better than what those earlier reports predicted, that he would cost as much as £90 million. I talked a lot about Onana. Great player. I think he's definitely worth £60 million in this current market. Still only 22 years old. Lots of potential to become even better in the future. If money was not an issue, I would say buy him right now. No second thoughts. Just go out and buy him, because some other club will come knocking on Everton's door and then it's game over. Also, one thing that kinda bothers me. We all know that we need to sell if we are going to buy big this January, right? It's January 12th, and our whole squad is on a 10-day vacation in Dubai, basically. Training camp, sorry. Where's the urgency from the club to make some changes, to make some deals? Our season is falling apart. We have one win in our last 7 games. I repeat, one win in our last 7 games in all competitions. And we are just taking it slow, enjoying the sun in Dubai. No incomings, no departures, nothing. Clubs all around the league are already making deals, preparing for the rest of the season and trying to upgrade their squads. And here we are, doing nothing as usual. That's the part I don't get. Like, if we need to sell to buy, when is that going to happen? When are we going to sell? And who are we going to sell? Or maybe it's all false and Arsenal don't have any financial fair play problems and we have £200 million in our bank that are waiting to be spent on some big name signings this month. I mean, we are acting like everything's fine, and in reality our season is falling apart. You know that meme with fire? That's us. All this talk and everything, and we are already almost 2 weeks into the January transfer window and still nothing. We are having a crisis. Why are we waiting for the last possible moment to bring in some new players? Probably on deadline day. Like, I don't understand. Can someone explain that to me? But back to the topic, Amadou Onana plus a new striker, in my opinion, would be a really good window from us. Without a new striker and a midfielder, we can basically forget about challenging for anything this season. Quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Champions League and fight for the top 4. Without reinforcements, don't expect anything more than that. And finally, here are some interesting events that happened throughout the history of Arsenal on this day. In 1993, Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0 in 5th round of the League Cup. Ian Wright scored both goals. Wright scored 10 goals in the FA Cup that season and 5 in the League Cup. No Arsenal player has ever scored more than these 15 cup goals in one season. In 2003, Birmingham 0, Arsenal 4. 2 goals from Thierry Henry against Birmingham City took his Arsenal total to 100 goals in all competitions. And in 2017, John Toro loaned to Glasgow Rangers. This was the 4th and final loan of the player who joined Hull City in the summer of that year. And that's all for today's video. So Gunners, thank you for watching, thank you for joining in. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Tell me, what are your predictions for this January transfer window? Do you think anything will happen from today till the end of this month? Because I don't have a feeling that we are cooking something, that something's happening. I don't know, write down in the comments, what are your predictions for the rest of this January transfer window? Once again, thank you all for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.